The #1 team in the land and the only unbeaten left in Division I is Tennessee. Florida coming off a loss in which they scored 100 points. Florida has faced #1s before at home. They are winless, 0-5 and 2-17 all time. As for Tennessee, this is familiar territory. Rick Barnes has had his club at the top for 5 consecutive weeks. And what a matchup we have tonight. He was the SEC Defensive Player of the Year. And this is going to be one of those where Florida scores a lot and Tennessee doesn't give a lot. And which team is able to impose their style and their will? That's Igor Milicic, who had 18 rebounds in their win on Saturday. They get a free 3, and it's no good as they left Lanier open. Lanier 0 for 2 now from three-point land, and a breakout. It's Richard, one-on-one with Ziegler. Challenges him and lays it up and in.
That is Florida at their best.
Well, you can throw the 106-point thing out the window in a game like this. Loose ball, rush for it. It's Florida who's on the floor first, and Condon with a dunk. Great hustle by Will Richard to set it up.
Really active hands defensively by Florida.
Bumped by Richard. Very physical start.
Great job by Florida to get back and build a wall, and a turnover results because of the pressure.
Richard, nice look for Condon down low. He's in amongst the traffic. Good pass, and how about Martin with the fake?
He is such a tough kid, a great pickup out of the portal. Play a pretty brand of basketball.
All right, Thomas Houck is into the game. They're going to go inside to Phillips. Oh my God, he came right down on that shoulder awkwardly. He's up and running, so he's okay, but a heavy collision at the rim. Martin drives, there's some contact, and he makes the shot.
But man, has this kid made Florida tougher on both ends.
Florida Atlantic transfer who chose Florida. Ziegler, Meshack, the cutter. Another cutter, Gainey. Contact, can't get it to go. Tip, no good. Condon leads the break. Out spin move, pretty play. No good. Offensive rebound, blocked by Meshack. Condon again buried himself under the basket. Wild activity here at the O-Dome. And Sam Alexis, a junior out of Apopka, Florida, into the game. 3 seconds on the shot clock. Aberdeen fires. He got fouled by Ziegler. Wow. 68% free throw shooter. Aberdeen trying to impact this game.
Last year against A&M in the SEC tournament. 4 out of 5 threes.
6'8", 240. Aberdeen puts it in.
Go right at Walter Clayton Jr. right now. He's not their best defender to start with, plus he has 2 fouls. Yeah, again, from Bill Self, and man, don't count those Jayhawks out yet.
No, never. That's another one that's short, and he picks up his own rebound. Aberdeen wide open.
They have a lot of confidence, Florida does, shooting that
through the first half, and Tennessee has 6 points. And Lanier is 0 for 5.
Good job by Florida to defend that floppy action and stay in front of the ball of Lanier.
High arcing three. Florida's on fire as Richard buries one. Timeout, Tennessee. Possession in the half court. Is that why Tennessee is struggling? Does Florida know them so well?
Yeah, that's part of it, and Tennessee lacks a guy right now, Ravi, to drive the ball to the paint.
He's 1 of 6. Aberdeen into the paint, and an easy one. He's having an impact.
City.
Yeah.
And the environment has not affected Zakai Ziegler, I can promise you that.
Chinyulu rolls, he and Milicic fighting underneath that basket. They get it to him. And Chinyulu uses that muscle of his to go up twice, and a chance for a 3-point play.
Feels like Florida should be up 15 or 16.
Yeah.
It's a 10-point game.
Right now it is. They go backdoor to Houck, who throws it up and in. Houck came to Florida because, as he said, I loved Tim Tebow growing up. Ready drive, yeah, Ziegler's second blow by. Because they're sensitive.
They are.
Aberdeen, watch out. Okpara went up, and he avoided him. He's got 10.
Robbie, what a great drive, and Tennessee right back at him.
Yeah, Gainey missed, though. He used that rim as a protector. It didn't help.
Aberdeen, though, to drive the ball and then play off two and lift the shot faker on that last possession was terrific.
Good entry pass down low. Pretty play by Condon. And those two are good buddies. Up 7 hours before tip. Clayton Jr. lost at a turnover. Lanier looks and sizes up a three, and Clayton Jr., a three-point shooter, knew Lanier might do that, and he came back to block it.
How about Clayton Jr. with 2 fouls, so Clayton to make the play from behind. And Lanier just doesn't expect that quickness and that recovery speed of Clayton Jr. to eat up the ball.
We are 4:08 left in the first half, and Ziegler needs a timeout, and look at the reaction from the Gators.
Meshack on the ball side of the floor. Meshack pretty much a non-shooter.
Should be Tennessee's 0 for 11 from three-point land. Long one halfway down, another offensive rebound by Condon. And a bunny there for Alexis. Give Condon the credit.
Right before Christmas, they trailed 40 to 34.
At the half. They're going to be trailing in the half of this one for sure. They have 15 points. They average 80 a game. Richard goes hard, reverse, pretty play. Another point in the paint. 38, they've missed their last 8. You know, off the bench, Houck and Aberdeen have been big factors for Florida in this game. Condon, pretty move, he puts it up and in. It's his first half. Ziegler's three misses, there's still time. 3 seconds to go. Gainey, the floater, and that sums up the first half. An air ball would not have counted anyway. Wow. Did you see it coming? 4 field goals in the first half. Fewest since 2015.
But Ravi, Tennessee started the game shooting a ton of jump shots. That seldom gets it done on the road against a top 10 team.
And they're going to start this set with 8 on the shot clock. Lanier fires. He buries the 3.
Those walk-up threes.
22 or more in 7 of his last 10 games. Co-SEC Player of the Week. Clayton Jr. will fire. That finds the bottom.
How good are these Florida guards? The trio.
For Florida is 41 by Michael Frazier, so he's 3 away. Meshack. That's the impact that Chinulu has. And here comes, and watch out for Martin. Oh, yeah!
On that defense. To my point.
Yeah.
I mean, that's wide open. I mean, you got to make wide open shots, but.
Great pass. Condon had it and laid it up and in. Good look as he sealed his man off in Australia. When Golden was in San Francisco, part of that plan was international recruiting. He continues it here, and Condon's a great example of it. Ball fake, drive, and it counts! Martin with a flush over Milicic. Condon, Meshack, 8 on the shot clock. They'll go right back to him. Feed the monster. Condon's having his night right now.
As good as Meshack is defensively, and he is an absolute warrior, he's only 6'3". He did all he could do against a 6'10 Condon.
Yeah, Lanier goes inside, fouled by Condon from behind. He's got that Florida tenacity about him, the Florida kid. Great to see O.J. Williams and Wyatt Langford in the house tonight, watching their Gators just destroy the #1 ranked team in the country. The personality of this game versus the one that Florida had just played when there were 206 points scored in that game.
There's literally contact on every play in this game.
Lanier tried an alley-oop. That was blocked. Now Gainey looks for a cutting Ziegler. Line drive three, no. Meshack the rebound. No foul call. Pumping them all up. He rips one off the side of the backboard. Lanier no good. Martin goes to the ground, picks up another rebound. Aberdeen. Yes, they're getting a lot of the rolls too. Daney, whose shooting has improved dramatically. There's nothing easy right now for the Volunteers. Lanier the drive, Hauk straight up, good defense that time. Lanier missed another one.
Yeah, you can't do the verticality play any better than what Florida just did.
Hauk lays it up and in, another point in the paint for Florida. So they've missed 40 and made 7. Numbers you just can't imagine. The #1 team and unbeaten, the only unbeaten left, is in massive trouble. Condon, pretty play, the alley-oop to Chinyula.
Squad, so he knew his team was capable of coming here and winning this game tonight.
Yeah, Aberdeen contested. Now how about the loose ball ends up in Chinyulu's hands, and Creighton is able to put it up and in. He's only got 5 points. Kane has 14 in that game.
Blue Kane, one of the great names in sports.
There it goes again. Every time the ball goes up, it's an alley-oop, and Condon disrupted it. Aberdeen, no good. Rebound, no. Third chance. Hauk in traffic comes away with it. Aberdeen.
Bam.
Yes, it rolls in. Effort 3 for the Gators.
Just getting outworked on the glass, Tennessee. Dancing with his guys yesterday and today in the shoot-around. Just a lot of energy, a lot of looseness, confidence that he feeds his kids.
Theodum, that you brought up the snake. We have bad memories, you and I, of snakes.
And I thought they were built to win a couple of games in the NCAA last year. They lost in the first round of that NCAA, but this is the biggest win for Todd Golden as the head coach of Florida.
Yeah.
I know it's just game 2 of the SEC, but how they did it.
Oh,
wow.
my goodness.
Yep.
Martin looked at the shot clock on the Tennessee basket and said, I got to get rid of it. And he does and knocks down a 3. Look, right there, he checks the clock on the other end.
Pivot opposite away from the basket and shoot a spin-in 3.
He's got 16 to lead the way with Aberdeen. They got 10 now field goals as Milicic knocks a 3 in.
You can just jump up and make some surprise shots on you that you don't anticipate. Well, this is all about Florida tonight, and Tennessee obviously didn't play their best, didn't shoot the ball well. But Florida, from the get-go, was the aggressor. They were the tougher, more relentless team. And it should not be shocking. They're the 8th-ranked team in the country, and I'm not sure there's 7 teams better than them right now. This is a message sent to the SEC and college basketball tonight about how good this Florida team is. Take it as a winner or take it as a loser. Shake hands, we got to go on.
Creighton Jr. gets a big hug from Golden. He comes off on a poor shooting night in which he had 7 points. And yet they are going to beat Tennessee by upwards of 30 points.
And they're going to win the game by 30 over the #1 team in the country.
And Aberdeen comes in and goes for 16.
Yeah.
A lot of folks in this area got a chance to see Florida because the students aren't here, so they had a chance to buy a ticket and come in, and they have seen a masterpiece by Florida. Did you see one game this year? This is maybe the one you want to see.
Money well spent, right? Well, down goes the last unbeaten in college basketball.
Yeah, in flames by 28 points. And maybe more. Mashak's looking at Dubar wondering why in the world would we do that?
At Illinois, who I think is the best team in the Big Ten. They didn't show it tonight. They're still a national factor and a Final Four threat.
Yeah.
But so are the Florida Gators.
What that foul did was allow them to win by 30 points over number one. 73-43 the final. And this was a golden performance for Todd Golden and his Gators. Didn't see it coming, and there are now no more unbeatens in Division I.
It tells you about the SEC for the next 8-9 weeks. It is going to be body blow after body blow, and Florida delivered them tonight.
Protect your home turf. The Gators do it. Jimmy Dykes. I'm Carl Ravitch. Our production crew is Director Mike Roig and our producer Scotty Matthews. So long from Gainesville.